Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Check-in with Kevin at 7. It's wonderful to be with you today, and happy Friday, by the way. Wish yourself a happy Friday. It's been a week for me. I don't know about you, but man, it's been a week and we've got a full day ahead. So for those of you who are in step with us, really would appreciate your prayers today as we have an intensive going on all day today with just a brother that's lost his way and is hungry to find his way home. So will you lift that brother up? God knows his name, and so honored to be able to be in that space in his story. Right, so today we are going to dive in to a tool which in the description area on some of our social networks we're asking this question: what floor are you on? What floor are you on? Now, when I was growing up, we had this phrase that sometimes people would say, this concept. Sure, his elevator doesn't go all the way up to the top floor. That is not what I'm talking about. That is not the concept of what floor are you on. It has nothing to do with intelligence or having your mental faculties aligned and all heading in the right direction. So what floor are you on is the question, because I want to share a tool with you this morning. This morning is going to be a little bit shorter, to say the least, than yesterday's check-in at 7. But here's the question. What floor are you on? Everyone has an elevator, an internal elevator, okay? And that elevator only goes up 10 floors, right? At floor 10, that is a max. There is no roof. I mean, there is a roof, but there is no door when you hit floor 10 that gets you up out onto the penthouse suite or out onto the roof. No, when you hit floor 10, you're maxed. That's the concept here, okay? At other times we ask this question: how are you doing out of 10? Right? And you usually think that 10 is the best place you want to be. With this tool, 10 is not where you want to be. 10 is you have no more floors of margin, all right? So 10 floors, when you consider what's going on in your life, all of the things that are going on, right? Sometimes this elevator is called an emotional elevator, a life elevator, and that's really what I want to challenge you with this morning. This morning, this tool is actually, number one, a self-awareness tool. And number two, this tool is a communication tool. All right, so you're getting a two for the price of one, which is free. You're welcome. Okay, so what floor are you on? So when you think about everything that's going on in your life right now, relationally, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, what floor would you say you are on? The higher the floor on the elevator, the less number of floors of margin you have to handle whatever is coming your way. You see, if you don't know what floor you're on, then you have no idea as to your capacity to be able to handle whatever else is coming in to your life today. You may need to have a conversation with your boss, or you may need to have a conversation with your bride, or you may need to have a conversation with your brother. I don't know what it is about this week, but there's a lot of bees flying around. If you don't know what floor you're on, like if you're on floor 8, then that only leaves you 2 floors of margin. If that conversation is serious and substantive, you might want to say, you know what, I think I might wait till tomorrow, so that you can have more capacity, more floors to be able to have the ability to hear better without being defensive, to be able to speak without being so emotionally high on your elevator floor quotient, if you like, right? There's one other thought I want to give to you before, and there's 3 questions really to this tool. But the first thought that I want to give to you is that sometimes people's elevators get stuck. Sometimes people's elevators get stuck. And they get stuck sometimes because some pretty heavy stuff has happened. Or a lot of smaller or medium stuff has happened in their life and they've processed none of it. But their elevator, let's say, gets stuck at a floor 4. That means that anything that's entering their life, they begin to respond from a level 4. So if something, an argument, a disagreement, a fight, a bonus that didn't come through, a promotion that you were promised but you didn't receive, a friend that betrays you, whatever the case might be, let's just say it's a 6 level. Well, if you're starting at a level 4, then you are bouncing off the ceiling, my friend. Just dealing with that one issue because you're starting at a level 4. If your elevator has gotten stuck along the way. Have you ever noticed that sometimes when you've had a conversation or you said something to someone and they have responded to you and blown the hair back on you? Like they've responded way out of proportion than what the circumstance or the topic called for? That is for one of 2 reasons. First one is their elevator's stuck and they respond to everything to other people like way out of proportion than is reasonable. Or 2, there's so much stuff coming into their life that it has continued to bump up and up and up and up and up their elevator, and they don't have the margin, they don't have the capacity mentally, emotionally, spiritually, if you like, to respond in a grace-filled way, in a gracious way. And so you get it between the eyeballs because they don't have the runway for you to even land on. So it's really important for you to know what floor you're on. It's helpful, man. It is really helpful if you can figure out what kind of a floor they're on. Now, let me ask you a question. When you get off an elevator at a mall or at a hotel, does the elevator usually zoom back down to the ground? Or does the elevator usually slowly descend? Go ahead and write your answer in. Does the elevator, when you get off an elevator, slowly descend or usually zoom back down to the ground? I don't know about you, but I've stood at the bottom floor waiting for many an elevator. Had a good night. Took a month of Sundays to come down. Usually, elevators slowly descend. That's right, slowly descend. And that is true as well with your life, with your physiology, with your emotional state, with your mental state. It takes time to recover. It takes time to recalibrate. And most of the time, for most of us, it takes longer than we would like. So it's important that you keep that in mind as well. What floor are you on? That's question number 1. And question number 2 is, what floor might they be on? Now, these are actually not, well, that's the first of the 3 questions, but just it's really helpful for you to know what floor the other person's on if you're doing life relationship with them. So the first question is, what floor are you on? And you have to be aware of yourself to be able to have a guess. Again, higher the floor, less margin to respond to whatever is coming your way today. Lower the floor, loads of margin. Bring it. We can handle it. Second question, really important. Second question, are you heading up? Are you heading down? Or are you maintaining? First question, what floor are you on? All things considered. Is everything going on in your life right now? Higher the floor, less the margin, don't want to be there. You want to have as much margin as possible. Second question, because you can't control everything that's coming into your life, right? So we talk about control the controllables, surrender the rest. In fact, even surrender the controllables. But here's the second thought. Are you heading up, are you heading down, are you maintaining? It's really important for you to know whether the person that you need to have a pretty serious conversation is heading up or heading down or just holding firm. Because again, that will give you insight whether tonight is a good night for that conversation, today is a good day for that conversation, or I think I better look for a better time. Now, there's some of you that, man, you're always looking for a better time. You're looking for the first possible reason to like, yeah, get out of Dodge. I'm not having this chat. I hate conflict, or even the potential of conflict. This thought is not an out for you. It is just to try to find the optimal time. And let me just say this. You are looking for progress. You're not looking for perfection, right? This is not waiting for the perfect setting for everything, yourself and the hearer or the listener, right? But it is at least asking the question, gang. Can you imagine how much aggro you would save your soul if you considered what floor you were on and if you were in a healthy state to have certain conversations that you need to have? Or take on an extra job or a contract or an assignment or a fill in the blank when you have no business putting one more thing onto your plate. Your plate's already overflowing at the best of times. Question number 1. What floor are you on? All right. Question number 2. Are you heading up, down, or maintaining? And question number 3, there's 2 ways to ask this. I love both ways, actually. First way, we'll just go with that first. Is there anything I can do to help you come down a floor or 2? Now, very important. Question number 3 is really important because you can't get a person if they're on floor 7 down to floor 1. That's just not possible. But you can maybe practically do something for them to help them come down a floor or 2. And so it's really important that you have realistic expectations. Yeah? Really important. Expectations, man, that's another tool. Woo! Unmet expectations, predetermined resentments. We have a lot of trouble with expectations and assumptions. Okay, bring it back to here. Your life elevator. What floor are you on? You heading up, you heading down, or are you maintaining? And number 3, is there anything I can do to help you come down a floor or 2? It's a communication tool. Self-awareness tool and communication tool. And actually, it can be a re-entry tool. You know, when you are out and about doing your thing and maybe you're both working and you're coming home, it's like, you're out in outer space, but you're coming down to Earth and you're coming through the Earth's atmosphere. This helps you transition really well. Like, who am I coming home to? What floor is he on? Or she on? That'd be good to know, wouldn't it? And who's coming home to me and what floor are they on? Right? So anything I can do to help you come down a floor or 2. And the second way to ask that question, gang, really, really powerful way. Hey, I really want to love you well. I want to love you well this evening. And I'm struggling to talk. I'm struggling to know what is the best way to love you well tonight. And I have an idea or two, but I'd really love some feedback. I really want to love you well. What might that look like? And let them tell you. And frankly, and this is big, gang, because a lot of people get tripped up on this. Sometimes we think how we want to love is the most important. No, it's not. It's not the most important. How your receiver, the receiver of love, wants to be loved is the most important. Now, that doesn't minimize or negate how you love. But crikey, if you're asking the question, hey, what can I do to be of help to you? And they tell you, don't argue with them. What floor are you on? You heading up, you heading down, you maintaining? And is there anything I can do to help you come down a floor or two? Now, if you're already at ground zero, like if you're already at a lower level, then sure, you're grand, right? You also want to know that you might not always be able to, grant what they ask for on number 3, but at least even asking the question is you moving towards them, which, man, is just a beautiful demonstration of love. Most of the time, you're going to be able to do it. For example, it could be anything from when you're coming home and even look, can you just give me 15 minutes? I need just to have a quick shower. I feel like I need to wash all the stuff off of me that I kind of was in the middle of today. And then, you know, I'm all yours. It could be simple as that. Could you bath and put the kids to bed tonight? I'm just toast. How about we tackle X after dinner? I mean, it can be absolutely anything. It doesn't matter. What really matters is what would help you come down a floor or two. And this, my friends, is your life elevator tool. If you'd like a copy of this tool, then I want you to text me. Just text the word elevator to 678 608. Text elevator to 678 608 2111. And I will send you a copy of this tool. And may it help you become more self-aware, because your enemy wants you clueless, stumbling from one thing to the next, bumping into stuff on your way, not understanding what's going on. He does not want you becoming more aware. He does not want you even being aware if you're heading up or heading down or maintaining. And the last thing he wants you to do is to communicate to others or have them ask of you, is there anything I can do to help you come down a floor or two? And gang, can I just say to you, you don't even have to be doing the tool. You don't even have to tell the person, could we do it too? You just have to, you can just tell them, hey, I just need you to know, I'm on floor 8 and I only have 10 floors. That means I got 2 floors left to handle whatever else is coming. Are you sure you want to keep going and have this conversation with me right now? Maybe not. And the fools amongst us at times will say, yeah, I do want to have. Not wise, not wise. I trust that this has been valuable to you. This has been helpful to you. I said today was going to be a little bit shorter, and it is. I'm going to leave it there. If you've got any questions on this tool, ask me. DM me on Instagram. Message me on Facebook or LinkedIn. Type in the chat on YouTube. We want to be of service to you. We want to help you as you're going through, as we're all going through this season of the coronavirus and just the impact that it's taken on all of us, right? All of us have been affected, living in the same house with the family that you're used to having a little bit of a break from as you're going through. Everybody's elevators have been slightly elevated, if you know what I mean, or escalated, if you know what I mean. And so that's my encouragement to you. Second thing I want to encourage you to do is to tune in at, I think it's 12:15 or 12:30 today. They'll post some messages for BCI's giveaway, and you are unfortunately give away. Okay, today at 12:30, and you'll find out if you've entered that. You'll find out the winners of that at 12:30 today. You can win upwards of $500 in prizes, and that's phenomenal. We are also doing a birthday fundraiser again to help the influx of people that are trying to deal with their mental health, their emotional health, their spiritual health, their relational health, with our counselors, coaches, and spiritual directors. Again, from a Christian perspective, right? That's a huge value, right? And so I want to encourage you to contribute to that, and you'll see opportunities on my page and BCI's page to donate towards that to help others, right? And if you're not finding them, just again send can't remember, but just send donate or send give to that same text number 678-608-2111, and you will be a tremendous help to folks who really need it right now, and who are going to continue to need it, because this is going to take us a while to recover from. And again, we're still, obviously working on an antidote, etc. So look, I can talk to you till the cows come home. Melissa, thank you so much. You are a phenomenal encourager. If you have any thoughts, if you have any questions, please pop them in the chat area. Are all social media channels, like if you've gotten value of this, please, whatever you do, like us, like the page, but like the post, and don't just like it, like just tell me what floor you're on. Give me a number, right? 1 to 10, what floor are you on? All things considered, right? You and I will know what we're talking about. And look, there's no shame in being on a higher floor, gang. In fact, if you're not bumping up from 5 to 10, somewhere in there, then you have an unbelievably healthy regimen and morning routine and evening routine and day and work day shutdown routine. And you are probably exercising, and you are hitting the hay at a decent time every night, and you're not binging like excessively on Netflix or any of the other flicks out there. If you're 1 to 5, then hallelujah for you. I need to get you on here, I'm reckoning. But there's no shame being anywhere from a 5 to a 10. I'll tell you right now, I'm probably somewhere between a 6 and a 7, I would say. And because of the day that's ahead of me, I would say I'm definitely maintaining, but I feel right now a tightness in my chest a little bit because I know there's kind of heavy stakes, at play today. So again, covet your prayers hugely for that. But let me know, like put a comment, like again, all the social media channels, when you write anything, right, in the comment section, in the chat section of any of the social media profiles, know this, you're not just having a conversation with the person making that post, you are telling the social media, outlet that post is valuable, and what they do is they forward it to other people. They let other eyes, see that, because they want to have and help you receive value from your friends or social media contacts. And the way that the algorithm knows that is when you make a comment, when you share. I mean, that's even better. When you're sharing it, that's even better. So like it, please. If it's of any value to you, share it. And if we can be of any help to you, give us a call. Call that number, 678-608-2111, or the 800 number. I find that sometimes easier to remember. 678-608-2111 if we can help you or someone you love, or 800-910-5060, or you can send us an email at info@brokenchains. There's an N in there. I covered it over with the C. Did you notice that? Brokenchains, INTL for international.com, where we help people live free and love well. We would be absolutely delighted to come alongside you or yours at this time. We have children's specialists, teen specialists, men specialists, women specialists, couple specialists, aging parent specialists, and the ones that love them and are just helping them, supporting them, caregivers, leaders, specialists. So we've a beautiful team, 15 of us, and we're honored to serve you. We're honored to be here, and we're thrilled to have an impact on our community and then on the regions beyond. Right? I will bow out right there. Wish you a fabulous Friday. If there's anything we can do, DM us on Instagram, message us on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, put in the chat area what floor you're on, whether you're heading up, whether you're heading down, whether you're maintaining, and go tell someone. Can I tell you? I mean, most people want to know how to love you if they care about you. Tell them. Do you know what would really help me? Please tell me what would really help you. If I care, if I have any care in my heart at all for you, I want you to tell me what would help you. This is what would really help me this evening. Have the best evening I could possibly have, considering everything that's going on today. Stop the lights. You have my full undivided attention. What would love you? What would help you feel loved today? Yes, tell me that. And if I have the ability in me, and this is for anybody, gang, who cares or loves you, we want to know. So clue us in, because we ain't mind readers. And I do this for a living. So, God love you. May his favor be felt by you today. And may you know his peace. And until we see you again on Monday morning, unless we pop on here throughout the weekend, but Monday morning at 7, we're going to do this through the end of the month. May you live free and love well. We'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.